Hey everyone, welcome to Advisory. I hope you guys are all doing well. I want to talk today about stress. I know we've talked about it a little bit in the fall and a little bit last year if you were here, but it's always good to revisit how we think of stress. And it's always a good reminder around this time because things get stressful. Tests and grades and all this stuff that happens in the spring. If you're about to graduate, there's all sorts of stresses that come along with that. If you have a STAR test coming up, I'm sure that might be a little stressful. So today I wanted to go over how to deal with that stress, and I'm going to have a little bit of help. I found a couple of very good videos about stress and relaxation skills and mindfulness specific to the experiences of high school students. It's hosted by this guy and includes interviews from a few high school students who are dealing with similar things that you were probably dealing with. After the video, you're going to circle up and have a discussion, and so I just want to prepare you so you can be thinking of your answers to these questions as the video goes on. The first video is going to talk about breathing. So the first thing that you all do whenever you circle up is take 3 big deep breaths together, and you'll talk about that and other ways to alleviate stress in the moment. Then as a class on the board or wherever everyone else can see it, write down a list of all the things that are stressing you out right now. And once you have it all on the board, I want you to call out what are the things that many people in your class are stressed out about. What are the common stresses that everyone has? The second part of the video is going to talk about mindfulness and when you feel the most present or in the moment. So I want you to think about what is the place or the thing, the activity that you feel the most present and in the moment. And there will be some examples of that in the second part of the video. And then the last thing I want you all to talk about and hear from each other as a class is what do you want to remember to do over the next few weeks of testing to help relieve or prevent stress. So let's go ahead and get into the first part of the video about relaxation skills.
Hey, I'm your host, Hari Kondabolu. In this video, we're going to be talking about self-care and relaxation skills. Listen, sometimes anxiety can sneak up in really intense ways, like when you're presenting in front of class or when you're waiting for a person you like to text you back. The problem is our alarm system can go off even if there isn't really any danger present.
I noticed that many things set me off, like the temperature might be too hot.
Don't touch my food.
I don't know, it could literally be the slightest thing, like doing my makeup and I smudge it all over my face and I have to restart.
Like with the way people chew, oh my goodness.
Tests, I think. I'm a really bad test taker.
I had like a gov test on Thursday, and then a math test on Friday, along with an English test on Friday, along with an essay I also had to write for English on Friday because I had missed it earlier.
Me trying to navigate all of my classes and time management and to get enough time to work on college applications and work on narrowing down my college list, which I've been doing for like a month. Because it's just like, I'm a high schooler, I'm in high school, and then you get to senior year. Deadlines are due this, this date is due, and it's like, ugh.
I don't know how to apply to college, so it's definitely difficult.
It can be intense, and that's because our bodies are hardwired to respond to dangerous situations with 3 responses: freeze, fight, or my personal favorite, flight. I love to run away. It's the way our bodies have evolved to keep us safe and alive, and it's no joke.
I start hyperventilating. I feel like I can't breathe, like I literally can't breathe.
I usually blank mid-test about where this accent is supposed to go or how to spell this word.
I get very, very panicky, and I can feel it coming on a mile away because it'll start in my stomach and just keep rapid firing all the way up until I'm like having a panic attack.
It always gets better, but it definitely sucks in the moment.
For decades, psychologists have been studying what we can do when our body starts to hit us with really intense feelings. And the answer?
Breathing helps me, calm down from anything.
Usually I'll just take a breath.
Take the biggest breath I can, just in. And then take a really deep breath out.
Just slow, deep breaths.
Inhale and exhale just slowly a few times.
I see like the breath coming into my body and then exiting my body.
I know what you're thinking. I breathe all the time. I know how to breathe. I'm breathing right now. But breathing, much like running with a backpack, is more complicated than you might think. It turns out some breathing is more helpful than others.
I just kind of do it maybe like 3 or 4 at a time.
I like slowly catch my breath and like breathe like slowly, and it definitely helps. It calms it all the way down.
It can be helpful to practice these relaxation strategies even when you're feeling calm. Put one hand on your stomach and one hand on your chest. Slowly breathe in and expand your belly like a balloon, and then slowly breathe out and feel the balloon deflate. You'll feel your body begin to relax as you continue to take slow, paced breaths. Make sure to breathe into your belly, not your chest, and go slow. Try to breathe in your nose for 4 seconds and out your mouth for 6. And that's it. So if you're ever feeling completely overwhelmed by your anxiety or any strong emotion, just breathe.
All right, so it can be as simple as breathing. Taking a moment to relax can be as simple as taking a big, deep breath. And he talked about the big belly breath, and it might feel silly, but I do want you to do it. After the video, I want you guys to do that as a class and talk about how you feel afterwards. This next part is the same host and some of the same students, and they're going to talk about mindfulness and where they feel the most present or in the moment, and how that can help alleviate stress.
Mindfulness is the practice of paying attention on purpose to the present moment without judgment. Right now, I am practicing by focusing all my attention on eating this orange, without rushing, and bringing my attention to every detail of the experience. The feeling of the skin as I peel it, the brilliant orange color of the peel next to the pale yellowy color of the pith, the soft ripping sound as I slowly remove the skin from rest of the fruit, the bright citrusy smell that fills the room as it opens, the burst of flavor as I chomp down on a slice. Now, I know some of you are thinking, that guy has a weird relationship with oranges. And also that the word mindfulness might sound a little new agey and corny.
Sitting there and breathing, oh come on, that's not fun at all. How are you gonna get amused by that? Personally, I never got the whole meditation thing. I'm like, is that something I'd really consider? But if it works for people, I think, why not try something new?
Whether you call it mindfulness or not, there is something helpful about trying to see what's all around us. Because left on their own, our minds tend to wander into the past or the future, and our thoughts can feel very hard to control.
I don't know, I guess I'm just so like focused on just getting through the day that I'm not really thinking of like living that day. Sometimes I'll be like, am I doing something that I need to right now, or am I just on my phone because I have nothing else to do, or I just am bored? And I have these people in my life that are present with me. Let me actually be present with them instead of just on social media.
My mind may wander off, but whenever I notice my mind is elsewhere, I try to return it back to the present moment. That may sound really simple, but don't confuse being simple with being easy.
I'll be sitting in math class and I'll be thinking about literally anything else, or I'll be sitting in my English class and I'm thinking about math, and it's just anything that distracts me, anything going on in my life, home life, friends. Oh, what am I gonna do this weekend? What am I going to do then, or what am I gonna do now? And it's just like, I feel like my head is on overdrive like a lot of the time, and it's kind of hard to reel that in.
Sometimes I feel like I'm focusing too much on what am I gonna do in the future, like long term, over what can I do right now. And I don't really know which one I should think about more. Because if I only focus on now, what am I going to do in the future? But if I only focus on the future, am I ever going to get to it?
When you practice mindfulness, you might not really even feel the process working. But if you practice mindfulness often enough, you might notice a subtle shift, maybe in feeling more present with yourself, the people you love, and the feelings you're having.
Sometimes I do meditations with my crystals.
I just look up a guided meditation and I'm like, hey, I need a meditation to help me love myself. And they're like, I got you.
Like when I talk to my friends and stuff, I feel like I'm really present. I'm listening to them and they're listening to me. But maybe when I'm like trying to get my schoolwork done, I may be worrying about things that I shouldn't be worrying about, like things that are going to happen or already happened, when I should really just be focusing on doing my work. So then, and kind of just, riles me up and gets me anxious about something that happened in the past and I can't change the past, if you know what I mean.
I might not always feel calm and relaxed when I'm practicing mindfulness, but that's okay. That's actually kind of the point. Simply paying attention to how you feel is being mindful. And just like exercise or learning the tuba, mindfulness is a practice. You can do it while eating, or at swim practice, or on the bus. It can also happen anytime you're doing something that fully keeps you engaged.
Slacklining, first of all, please start slacklining. When you start, you just need to keep going and you need to keep yourself calm and you can't attack it. I think that was my form of meditation. Just being up in the air and be present in the moment as the wind's pushing you around. It just feels like zen. It feels so amazing.
I feel like when I am in the present is when I'm on stage performing something. I've done musical theater my whole life, so whenever I'm actively performing, I definitely think that that's when I'm in the present. I'm not thinking about anything else except for whatever I'm performing.
There are many ways to practice mindfulness, but they all have the same goal: to bring yourself as fully as you can to the present moment. Fully immersing yourself in the sights, the sounds, the feelings you're feeling, the people around you, even the host of the video you're watching. Go ahead, be here with me. How's my hair look today? Okay, now back to my oranges. This may take a while.
All right, so I hope you've gained some valuable tools. I know that it's going to be a little bit stressful in lots of ways coming up over the next 2 weeks. But when things get crazy, I want you to hold on to what makes you feel relaxed and what makes you feel the most in the moment and present. Go ahead and circle up, no phones, make sure everyone can see everyone, and have the discussion on the next few slides. Don't forget to take your breaths first. Be good to yourself and others, and I'll see you real soon.